Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the four-person race. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the four-person race. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, partly sunny with a high near 42. This afternoon, temperatures around 38. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 38, and temperatures will be cooling slightly in the afternoon. Wednesday night brings partly cloudy skies with a low around 24. Currently, it's 41 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
Everybody, welcome in, folks. This is the 11 o'clock hour here on WRMN. This is Matt McNeil taking you out to lunch on WRMN. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. We want to keep you in tune with everything that's happening at your local cities, towns, and villages. What are the hot spots to go to? Things to do and things to see too. We like to navigate a little bit here on what are some cool places that you can enjoy. And of course, with the nice spring weather that's eventually going to be coming here, I know we're starting to see it warm up a little bit. We definitely will soon be talking about some of those trails that you can go on. I announced that a little bit earlier in the month of February. I'll be talking about here. One time allows, and once it gets closer into springtime, which we're already getting closer into springtime, so I think it's a good time to discuss here some local Fox Valley trails that you can go on. And I think what I'll do is I'll try to talk about them a couple times a month, or maybe just once, or maybe twice a month, to kind of keep you in tune with that, or anyone that's listening in. So definitely stay tuned for that. But you are listening to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. This show, Out to Lunch, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to the activities that you love. And that's not all. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services mean you'll have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, now a proud member of Prime Healthcare. You can call today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. And again, I encourage you check out their website too. I've mentioned this before. They do have at the top of the page their ER wait time. So if you are having a medical emergency, of course, call 911. But if you do need to take yourself to the ER, it's available. And it does say the wait time right now is 13 minutes. So again, that's posted on their website. They always have that updated. Let's start off here by going through the weather and the temperatures. If you are expecting to feel a little bit more springy today, at least in your step, but also in the weather and temperatures, well, it is expected today. Currently, right now, our temperatures are feeling about 37 degrees. We're currently at 43 right now. We do have a high of 45 degrees today. Now, yesterday, the temperatures were a high, I believe, of 33. Walking outside, though, getting home from work, it felt cold. It felt like 10 degrees out. It felt extra chilly. So I haven't stepped outside yet. I didn't think it was as cold outside when I was coming into work, coming into the station today versus yesterday. But we're seeing a good amount of people walking outside, especially since it is pretty much nice and sunny throughout the day. Now, we do see some clouds. We are going to start to see some more clouds accumulating a little bit later in the day today. We're seeing the temperatures drop to a low of 25 degrees is what we're seeing. Now, the interesting thing is I'm seeing a news article that temperatures could soar up to 70s and 80s. Wait a minute. This has got to not be in Illinois. I don't think so. No, that's not in Illinois. That's more down south. So in Illinois, though, we've got a low of 25 degrees coming up for tonight. Tomorrow's a high of 38. Partly cloudy skies are going to be in that forecast. And we do see the temperatures dropping down to a low of 24 degrees. It's going to be clear to partly cloudy pretty much throughout the whole day tomorrow. Heading on into Thursday, temperatures rise just a little bit here to cloudy skies and a high of 40. A slight chance of a rain shower could be coming into play coming up for Thursday in the middle of the day. It drops down to a low of 28 degrees coming up. That's for Thursday night. For Friday, a high of 48 is in that forecast, and we see a beautiful amount of sunshine, an abundant amount of sunshine, and a high of 48. So that's going to be a nice day. We see it dropping down to a low of 27. Mostly clear skies are going to be in that forecast for Friday the 13th. Even though it's Friday the 13th, it's going to be a nice sunny day out. For Saturday, it's Valentine's Day. Hey, let me know. What are you going to be doing for Valentine's Day? You're going to be doing something fun? You can comment on YouTube or even text us at 505-926-1410. We do talk about restaurants and businesses here, so if you are having any suggestions for us here on WRMN on what to talk about when it comes to, well, pretty much anything, but especially coming up for Valentine's Day, let us know. If there's a specific place or venue that you like going to every year for Valentine's Day, or it's a new place that you're trying out this year, feel free to let us know. So for Saturday, it's a high of 52. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. It drops down to 33 as our low, and that will be coming up. That will be for Saturday night. For Sunday, Sunday's a high of 53 degrees. Showers or two possible early in the morning, and then partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. So I'm seeing a pretty nice weekend here, even though we're going to get a little bit of rain. But that rain should definitely help to melt the snow even further because it is already continuing to melt out there. We see it dropping down to a low of 31 degrees. Partly cloudy skies are in that forecast for Sunday. Heading on into Monday, we see a mixture of clouds and sun early, becoming cloudier later in the day with that high of 51 and a low of 37 degrees. That's coming up for Monday night. Tuesday rolls around, a high of 56. My goodness, we could be reaching almost into the 60s for Tuesday, the 17th of February, with a low 45 degrees coming up, a few clouds from time to time. So that's going to be a nice day. You can wear some short sleeves or long sleeves, and you don't have to wear a jacket too. So that's pretty nice. And then it does continue to drop a little bit more from there. So we will start to get a little bit on the chillier side towards the middle tail end of the month of February. And then we'll have to wait and see what is approaching us in March. So that's the weather and forecast that we're seeing here for the rest of this week and also into next week. Let's go through our inspirational story of the day. What is going on in the world, right? You know, there's a lot of things that are happening in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty. There can be a lot of fear, right? All of those different things that you notice, especially online or through your news sources, right? But sunnyskies.com offers a little bit of a nice window where you can look in and see something interesting, something fun, something nice, something inspiring. And I like to do that, of course, to continue on your mornings here. So we've got this one posted today by an anonymous user saying, quote, I had absolute worst 2 weeks of my life, and a Trader Joe's cashier made my day better. I was doing my usual Trader Joe's grocery run when at checkout, the familiar small talk began. The cashier asked, how are you? And this time, instead of the automatic, I'm fine, I decided to answer honestly, the user writes. I told her I'd be better, just had to file for divorce and that my husband was making an already painful time even harder. When the transaction ended, she asked me to wait near the front of the store. A few moments later, she returned with the most unexpected and beautiful acts of kindness. Flowers, given purely out of compassion. I broke down, hugged her, and thought the tears and through tears, she told me that I looked so sad and she wanted to make my day a little brighter. Later, I called the store and spoke with the manager to share that moment and what it meant to me and to make sure that she received the same recognition that I got and that she deserved. Now, every time I look at those flowers, I'm reminded to keep searching for hope, even in the middle of chaos, heartbreak, and uncertainty. So definitely, it seems to me that, and I could be interpreting this wrong, I don't know. It seems to me the cashier probably noticed this with her. She probably, assuming it's just, I don't know. They noticed this, right? The cashier definitely probably had noticed this with this person and, you know, said, you know what, maybe it's a good time to reach out and say, you know, do something nice. That's something I've noticed at Trader Joe's. I don't go very often. I go sometimes. I do notice the cashiers are always very polite and nice there from my own personal experience there. So that's a nice little inspirational story to continue on your morning. That's from sunnyskies.com. The time is 16 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
When tragedy strikes, you need more than a lawyer, you need a voice. Romanucci and Blandon fight for justice in cases of personal injury, wrongful death, civil rights, and medical malpractice. With over $1 billion recovered, their results speak loud. Call 312-458-1000 or visit rblaw.net. That's 312-458-1000. Romanucci and Blandon, national impact, personalized care. No fee unless they win. Proud supporter of America's First Responders Fest. Listen this Sunday afternoon to Handle on the Law.
I know we're at an at-will date, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what, you're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
It's Handle on the Law this Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7 right here on WRMN.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. You can tune in live on that AM 1410 dial on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN radio. Or, of course, you can also find us on our website and our application, too. You can listen to us there. TuneIn is another great app that you can use, that you can tune in to us, of course, through that AM 1410 dial. But again, you can also watch us live on YouTube. We love to stream live here on YouTube, in which you can hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you always know what's happening here locally in the Fox River Valley area. So we'd love to keep you in tune with all of that, and you keep us in tune by helping us. That is, of course, telling us what you want to see here on WRMN, specific programming, news sources, and more. Let us know how we can tailor the content to you. You can reach out to us today at 847-741-7700 or email us info@WRMN1410.com. Feel free to email me too, Matt@WRMN1410.com if you have any questions or comments. You can also text us at 505-926-1410. Before I go through the word of the day and the National Day calendar and all that jazz, I wanted to actually go through this month's featured dishes that have been posted on the Fox Valley Magazine's recent February issue. It's already February 10th. We only have 19 days left, so I was like, I got to get rolling with this. I gotta start talking about this stuff. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's Wings Wednesday, so we'll talk about the different theatrical performances. And I know Fox Valley Magazine also recently published some articles that are recognizing specific art venue places to go to, including Hemmons Cultural Center and the Elgin Community College. So we'll also read through some of that as well. But we'll also go through the wines of the month coming up tomorrow, too. And I think on Thursday, I'll do the beers of the month. That sounds pretty good. But we do want to talk about the featured dishes. This month's featured dishes from Fox Valley Magazine. The editors go out to a lot of really cool places, and then they tell you exactly what are some of those featured dishes. What are the most popular items on their menu? So we're going to start off here. We've got the featured dish, must-try appetizers, entrees, desserts, or cocktails. We'll start off with this lovely first one, and if you are watching on YouTube, I'll make sure to put it on the screen for you to see. The first one on this list is a delicious matcha. Now, I personally am not a huge fan of matcha. I think it's a little bit just too bitter for me, but maybe I would like it if you mix it with a little bit of some coffee. But this is the matcha tea latte. Now, of course, we do like to support local businesses, and the Fox Valley Magazine also achieves that too. So you can find all of these delicious treats and coffees, drinks, choices, cocktails, desserts, and food options at local businesses. So the matcha tea latte, which is also served ice, is the featured drink of the month or one of the featured cocktails or drinks of the month that you can find on Fox Valley Magazine, but especially at Arista Coffee and Cafe in Naperville. They're at Citygate Lane. So it's Arista Coffee and Cafe. This is made with premium, finely ground matcha whisked from for depth and energy. Arista Coffee and Cafe's matcha latte blends earthy green tea with silky milk. You also get the hot, warm, and meditative iced, crisp, and refreshing, depending on how you like it. It's a simple way to nourish yourself, and you also get the expression of true matcha with the flavor and quality that's true Arista. So if you want to find more information on Arista Cafe, you can. And again, they are located in Naperville on City Gate Lane. They're a nice building there if you do look at it. It's definitely in that city of Naperville area, so it's definitely kind of that city area that you can enjoy. They've got a lot of other drinks too, and the interior is a pretty nice design there, that modern flair, but it also has color, which is nice. A lot of places sometimes don't have as much color, so it's nice to see that this place does have that cool modern amenity, but it also does have that nice color tones in there too. So they have an older one. They have some older pictures out there, so they recently updated their some of the colors and things like that. But anyway, with that being said, it still looks pretty cool. So if you want to give it a try, definitely do so. Another drink of choice that you can try out, or actually I should say food of choice, it'll be the next one on the menu here on the page, is the blackened pork chop. Now this is the blackened pork chop. I'm trying to get myself, it's not zooming up. There we go. All right, technical difficulties, but look at this. Doesn't that look fantastic if you're watching on the YouTube side of things? So good. This is a blackened pork chop. We had pork chops last night. They were very good. We had them homemade, but this is at City Gate Grill in Naperville. Now what you get is a 16-ounce pork chop. It's blackened for a bold spice-crusted exterior, and you also get that tender, juicy center. It's finished with a warm apple bourbon sauce. It's gently sweet, subtly spiced, and rich with bourbon. You get a really great balance there. You get it served with your choice of side, including crisp beans for balance if you like. You get a confident, satisfying, modern classic that you can enjoy, and that is at City Gate Grill. So that's a 16-ounce pork chop. The other one on this list, of course, for all the pasta lovers out there, is the rigatoni alla vodka. Now, this one you can find at Giardino Trattoria and Pizzeria in Aurora. This is a standout dish that you can enjoy. It's tossed with a creamy tomato sauce. You also get fresh basil, tender chicken, garlic, chili flakes, and pecorino. It's finished with crispy prosciutto for the perfect bite of richness and crunch. Very nice. It's baked. It looks like it's baked very well too. You got to have that nice outer layer of crunch, and then you get the nice chewy inside, depending on how you like it, but that looks good nonetheless. There's also Croque Madame, which sounds like a pretty fancy one, and that's located at the Graceful Ordinary in St. Charles. Chef Chris Curran's Croque Madame at the Graceful Ordinary is a brunch menu mainstay featuring salty prosciutto, housed between two slices of toasted bread with creamy toppings of Mornay sauce, as well as cheese. You get a nice runny, sunny side up egg that's featured on there too. So it gives it kind of a breakfast flair and treat choice. The next one on this list definitely looks appetizing to me. It's Bucanti Cacio, I think is how it's pronounced in Italian, Cacio e Pepe. The Gregory is where it's located in South Barrington. It's recently named number 33 on North America's 50 Best Steak Restaurants list. Also specializes in house-made pastas. Now you can enjoy this. You also get the Tellicherry peppercorns on there, freshly ground. And they've got a whole other good list of Italian words. Reggiano. So that seems like a good one. It's a nice creamy sauce that's also incorporated on there too as a nice foundation. You can also enjoy the seared scallops located at Niche in Geneva. You get the coconut broth. You also get the miso, honey glazed sweet potato, and shishito, pickled Fresno, Thai curry lotus root chips. Also 5 spice, coconut peanut crumb, Thai basil, cilantro, radish, and Thai curry oil. So it's a fancy dish. It also seems like a little bit of a healthier option too. You can also enjoy the Louisiana catfish, which is at Touche French Creole. That's located in Aurora. You get their 2025 listed as their best-selling dish of 2025. That's their Touche. It's also filled with Nola flavor. Nolan's flavor. Love it. So if you want to give it a try, you also get the bold, soulful flavor right in downtown Aurora, crispy fried catfish. And lastly, of course, 2 enjoyable choices from the Village Choir restaurants. That's prime rib every Friday through Sunday, very delicious, and fall off the bone ribs, which are also very good too. I've had both of them, and they are very delicious indeed. Oh, we got one more here. This is the Evening Calm in the West at Zorba Lounge in Naperville. That also looks pretty appetizing and fancy too. Magenta Blanco cocktail with Laird's Applejack rinse. That sounds pretty nice. You also get softened egg white on there too, and chamomile. So a good list of choices. You can find more information and read it for yourself and pictures to see on foxvalleymagazine.com. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the 4-person race. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Chuck McDowell here again. Over the years, I've seen way too many timeshare exit companies pop up, take folks' money, and disappear. I just saw an ad from an exit company started by a couple of bozos that used to work for me. My advice, don't hire bozos I'll fire. Want out of your timeshare? I'll send you our free timeshare exit info kit explaining your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free kit. 800-329-3737. That's 800-329-3737.
Real estate, be it residential or commercial, is often a person's most significant and priciest asset. Entering into a contract to buy or sell a real estate property is much more than just filling in the missing blanks on the printed contract. It's wise to hire a lawyer to prepare or review the offer to purchase real estate and take full advantage of his legal expertise. With Mark Sheblo, you will gain an attorney with over 26 years of legal practice and one who has helped thousands of clients to buy or sell their homes or investment property. We will safeguard your interests and might be able to even negotiate a better bargain than a client without proper legal counsel ever could. Oftentimes, a prospective buyer will submit an offer without first consulting an attorney, not realizing that once the offer is accepted by the seller, it becomes a binding contract. And the terms of that contract are not easy to be changed afterwards. Likewise, as a seller, you too will benefit from first consulting an attorney before signing. Feel free to call us for consultation at the law offices of Mark Sheblo at 773-775-5050. Our website is sheblolawoffice.com. Mark Sheblo can be reached 6 days a week at 773-775-5050.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, partly sunny with a high near 43. This afternoon, temperatures will be around 38. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 38. Wednesday night brings partly cloudy skies with a low around 24. Currently, it's 44 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Gosh, it's a beautiful sunny day outside today, folks. If you haven't gone outside yet, do so. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I am loving this. It was been a little bit gloomy here and there a little bit in the past couple of days, but I have to say it's pretty nice outside. We have a little bit of a breeze going on. Lots of people are walking around. Shawarma Stop just opened their doors. So if you want to get some good shawarma, Mediterranean food, I personally really like their chicken wraps. I think they're very tasty. And Stop and Dip will also be open soon too. They've got some great gelatos and coffee as well. So they got some good places to go to. In fact, I might even maybe stop over there during the 1 o'clock hour on my break to maybe get a coffee or something like that. So very cool. You can still call me during that time too. You can call into the office number. It goes right to my phone. So you should be A-okay to do that if you have any questions or comments or things like that. But you might hear from me. I might be at Stop and Dip for just a little bit to get a coffee. So we'll have to wait and see though how I feel. We've got some good other things coming up today too. When it comes to some local programming, we have our Tradio segment at 12:30. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce at the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call into our studio number or also text us. That's at 12:30. We have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That's coming up at 1 o'clock today. So what is he going to be talking about? Well, he's got some good things to discuss here with us on today's show. America's Real Doctor, Dr. Jeff Barkey, is sharing how dark chocolate can fit into a healthy Valentine's Day. And what's interesting is our conversation story of the day actually has to do with chocolate, chocolatiers and other candy makers for Valentine's Day. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. Continues on to say that he's going to be having registered dietitian Don Jackson Blattner revealing easy sweet potato meals for heart health. Plus, Michael Horn is going to be covering the most popular Valentine's Day gifts, how grocery store end caps influence spending, a former Starbucks executive's lawsuit over safety concerns, and the end of Minute Maid frozen juice, as well as expert tips on buying a lucky lottery ticket. So that and more will be discussed on today's show for What's Cooking Today on CRN. You can find more information on his website. That's what'scookingtoday.com. And hey, the episode's even posted, so if you want to watch it for yourself, you can, or listen to it for yourself, you can a little bit early. We also do have Talk Time with Tammy and friends today. She is going to be through the Zoom side of things because she is in Nashville today, and she's going to be in Nashville for the rest of this week. So stay tuned for that. I'll be here on the board making sure everything runs nice and smoothly, and it might even be a Matt and Tammy Tuesday today, so we'll have to wait and see. But always some fun things to listen into. And, of course, you can also call into Tammy's show, too, if you'd like to join in. We also do have later today after that, we've got Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. That is from 4 until 6 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up tonight. From 6 until 7, we have the WRMN 10 o'clock news segment. From 7 to 8, we've got a political talk show with Dennis Sonar Green. And then from 8 until 9, we have Voice of Reason with Andy Hoosier, which is also a political show as well. So we got some good content and things coming your way here on WRMN. Now, the word of the day today, recognized today, is besmirch. Now, besmirch is spelled B-E-S-M-I-R-C-H. It's a verb recognized today as the word of the day. To besmirch the reputation, name, honor, etc. of someone or something is to cause harm or damage to it. So, an example. The allegations have besmirched the company's reputation. There's lots of ways that it can be used in politics and public life, right? So here's an example. The senator claimed his reputation had been besmirched by false allegations released just weeks before the election. Or in a workplace or professional setting. After the data breach, the company's once trusted brand was besmirched. There's also in media and journalism, personal and social context as well, too. So as an example, he felt his good name had been besmirched by rumors spreading throughout the community, even though none of them were true, right? So that is the word of the day recognized today. But don't let the word get you down, right? I know it can be besmirched, sounding like it's it's definitely a negative kind of a word, something to cause harm or damage to it. But there's times in life where we all maybe have been besmirched, or we've been in cases that are. But with that being said, life moves on, right? Eventually, I think. Anyway, with that being said, that's the word of the day today, besmirched. You can find it, and that is at Merriam-Webster.com. Besmirched kind of sounds like a fun word to say, even though it's not necessarily a fun meaning to the word. Now let's go through some national days that we've got today to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy before we take our time out and talk about our conversation story of the day. Now it is out to lunch, so we do want to talk about food. We have National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Now, we are noticing a little bit of an uptick in popularity here. According to a recent study, we are seeing that the many bakeries are commonly starting to serve a lot of these different cream cheese brownies. They're highly popular. They're a very indulgent dessert, often celebrated for combining rich, fudgy chocolate with that tangy, creamy cheesecake swirl. Now, it definitely became known to many people in the 1940s. They had secured the lasting place in baking with a dedicated National Cream Cheese Brownie Day celebrated on this day. So you can find this also on National Today calendar, but it is a way to shine a spotlight on an irresistible dessert bar. It's a delicious one indeed. May not be healthy, but hey, that's all right. You can enjoy it. Cream cheese brownies are delicious. If you do like brownies and cream cheese, maybe you like both, but maybe not together. Today is also Safer Internet Day, the second Tuesday of February, bringing tools, education, and awareness to create a safer internet for both kids and adults. From cyberbullying and identity theft to fraud and human trafficking, the internet can be a frightening place. Safer Internet Day and ConnectSafely.org are joining together to aim to make the internet a better place, and especially a safer place too. You get on the internet and there's a lot of rabbit holes that you can go down. There's a lot of pop-ups here and there. Should I click on it? Should I not? Even just going onto the page can make you feel a little bit paranoid at times, especially if it's an HTTP : not with the S in front of it. HTTPS means it's secured. If it's just HTTP, it means it's not secure. If it's just HTTP : it's not a secure website. So always good to double check on all of that. And of course, the internet, we use it every day. We use the internet right now so we can get to you, the listeners out there. We use the internet to keep our families close together. Schools use the internet to connect students to tools and resources. We spoke yesterday with Dr. Suzanne Johnson, superintendent of U46, on how technology has grown and how students are teachers are working together to try to work with it, but not completely be where AI will take over the entirety of the classroom, right? Working with it as a tool, but not doing the work for them. But it is used, and thanks to the internet, libraries are able to share books. We've got our e-libraries that you can find no matter where you are. This just applies to anyone, no matter where you live. You can usually find an e-library, especially in the United States, no matter what state you live in. Of course, there's a way to order medication, shop for all the comfort in the mobile devices. We've got them here in our hands, right? And it's easy to use for the most part. You get those updates. Sometimes it can be a little confusing. But each interaction is expected to be respectful and positive. However, sometimes we can be very careless. Either we leave our device at risk, or the communication leaves a negative reaction behind. And as a world community, we can develop ways to make the internet a safer place to experience. Now, of course, it's never going to be perfect, right? There's always going to be things out there that you'll discover. There's going to be, viruses on the web, things like that. And there's a huge list of so many different team members out there who specifically strive to make sure that that you are safe and that you know exactly what to do. And I've mentioned this before too. Sherry Aschenbrenner of Sherry Senior Moments, which is coming up this Thursday, talks a lot about that. She mentions that a lot on how to make sure that you're not targeted, and you could very well be already targeted. Right? Being aware of those different scams and things like that too. And I even too, Dementia Friendly Elgin recently posted that because it is tax season, the IRS recently did issue a warning about scammers telling their targeted victims that they are from the Tax Resolution Oversight Department or even the Tax Mediation and Resolution Agency, and that the targeted victim owes taxes and offers to connect the targeted victim with a tax resolution offer, right? The truth is that the IRS does not have this, and nor an IRS liability reduction program. So there are some tips. The scam is easy to spot. The IRS will never initiate communications with the taxpayer by phone. So if someone calls you claiming to be that they're from the IRS in an initial effort to collect overdue taxes, you should definitely hang up because it's a scam. The real IRS will always make a first contact by mail. Even if your caller ID appears to show that the caller is from the IRS, it does not necessarily mean that they are. So always good to keep in tune with that too. And you can subscribe to Sherry's email list at dfelist@gmail.com. You can receive those emails and check out those senior resources and information with Sherry Aschenbrenner. You can also call her today at 847-468-4168 or tune in, of course, every second Thursday of the month. And that is for Sherry's Senior Moments here on WRMN. So a good way to tune in and keep up to date on things, and especially on Safer Internet Day. It's important to have that safe internet all the time. Some other days to recognize: it is National Flannel Day today. I do occasionally wear a nice flannel here and there. And did you know what it means? Well, we're celebrating a fabric that has been the uniform of the working class, a staple of grunge style, and a must-have clothing item for outdoor enthusiasts for centuries. I especially love wearing them during the beautiful fall time. So some good stuff. You can check this out and more on nationaldaycalendar.com. When we come back, we'll take a quick time out now. When we come back, we'll talk about this conversation story of the day: Philadelphia, and how it was once a sweet spot for chocolatiers and other candy makers who made iconic treats for Valentine's Day and other holidays. We'll read about that coming up in just a bit. Stay tuned. You are listening to Out to Lunch.
I'm Danielle Penman, a registered nurse, conservative Republican, and longtime resident of St. Charles running for state senator. I'm focused on cutting taxes, supporting law enforcement, and holding Springfield accountable, because Illinois families deserve better.
Paid for by Friends for Danielle Penman.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is now a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more. So as always, thank you to the trusted hospital in Elgin, that is St. Joseph Hospital, for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, of course, Valentine's Day is coming up, and not only are you enjoying it with the sweet people in your life, whether you're single or taken or whatever, you can enjoy it with the people that you love, right? You can enjoy it with family, friends, your significant other, and it also is a sweet time to enjoy actual sweets. That's candies, cookies, chocolates, and more, all things delicious, mighty, and filled with galore. I'm trying to rhyme it, and it worked, kind of. I don't know. But anyway, this is an interesting conversation story. Wanted to talk about it. This is from Jared Brausch. He's an assistant teaching professor of critical sports studies at the University of Colorado Boulder. So he's a sportsman here, but he's talking about some delicious chocolates, of course. You can enjoy chocolates no matter what you are majoring in or what you have majored in. Philadelphia was once a sweet spot for chocolatiers and other candy makers who made iconic treats for Valentine's Day and other holidays. So many of America's holiday candies, and not just any holiday candies, but the most iconic ones. You've known it: Peeps, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, good old-fashioned Whitman sampler box of chocolates, right? They have that staple, the roots from Philadelphia or also Pennsylvania. As a Philadelphian here, Jared writes, and a cultural historian who teaches students about the history of American corporations, the role of the city in the nation's food history often comes up in this particular author's class. Philadelphia was one of the largest port cities in the U.S. through the early 20th century. Sugar and other candy ingredients were readily available during that time from Delaware River docks. Improvements to sugar refining made this product significantly cheaper during the first half of the 19th century, while the Second Industrial Revolution in the late 1800s and early 1900s expanded on their transportation and their trade, so it made it more readily available for folks, even the commoners, too. This led to a dramatic increase in candy makers and confectioners in Philadelphia. Many, like Whitman's chocolates, were one of the oldest still in existence, were concentrated in the Old City neighborhood. So there's that rich history and those roots that are there. Old City was also home to the oldest candy distributor in the country. Kasani Candy Company was founded in 1865 during the Victorian era. While the company now operates across the Delaware River in New Jersey, Pennsauken, New Jersey, it continues to distribute hundreds of products, including Asher's Candy, which was founded in Philadelphia back in 1892. Well, of course, the company would become Wilbur's Chocolates. It was founded in 1865 by Henry Oscar Wilbur and Samuel Croft. Now, after several different moves that they went through, there was a split between the founders that eventually happened in 1884. Wilbur opened then a new facility in 1887, separate from Samuel Croft. And this was at the corner of 3rd and New Streets, where the Chocolate Works condominiums are located today. There they then began their production of their famous buds, which were made by pouring hot liquefied chocolate into molds that resembled flower buds. So if you look up Buds chocolates, there's a whole list of different ones that are available. There's the Milk Duds, there's the Wilbur Milk Chocolate Buds, right? So you're familiar with what they look like. And at the bottom of them, they do look like little sprouting buds, which is pretty cute to see too, especially good to have just as a little bit of a nibble snack. So with this being said, he did this, and then there was another guy. He was the maker of gumdrops and other candies. His name was Philip Wonderleer, and he set up shop in North Liberties, just north of Old City. That was back in 1871. Now, he was an employee of this candy company, and the employee of the candy company named George Renninger was often actually credited with the invention of candy corn, the iconic Halloween staple. However, we would be a decade before this sugary treat was also called chicken feed. That's when it became popular. In 1900, this is a name we all know, Hershey. He then revolutionized the chocolate industry by introducing the Hershey bar, which was the first mass-produced milk chocolate in the United States. Many of us know about Hershey bars, and they're still popular to this day. Now, Hershey grew more popular. Whitman looked for a way to maintain its market share and is advertised heavily after the Civil War. And by the end of the 19th century, Whitman promoted its products with suggestive ads that linked chocolate with romance. And this is kind of where that starts to tie in a little bit to why we have a lot of these chocolates on Valentine's Day. In 1912, Whitman's introduced its sampler box. It became a Valentine's Day staple, especially after it became available in a heart-shaped box, which is a marketing stunt that English chocolate brand Cadbury reportedly started back in 1868. Then you get into chewing gum and movie snacks. There's another one. Another company now owned by Hershey is York Peppermint Patty, a chocolate-covered soft mint candy introduced in the 40s, actually in 1940, in a town 40 miles south of Hershey. A lot of other candies came to fruition as well, too. Peanut butter cups. Hershey introduced that in 1926. Reese's merged with Hershey's in 1963 and later introduced their popular candy in different holiday shapes like Easter eggs, Christmas trees, and Valentine's Day hearts. And back in Philadelphia, Frank H. Fleer, an inventor of the Chiclets, the peppermint-flavored candy-coated gum, founded his confectionery company in 1885. So all around these times, people are enjoying these candies. These companies are saying, hey, I'm seeing this person doing something. Well, let me beat them to it and try something different, right? And there's a whole other list of history that goes into that too. But with this being said, the candies are enjoyed in so many different ways, many different flavors, colors, and ingredients. But it all stems to what seems to be quite the competitive line. Even back in the 1860s to the 1890s, there was quite a bit of that competition that was going on. So with that being said, of course, there's a little bit of that roots that comes to the candies, especially the mass-produced ones, but it's something to enjoy on any day as well, too, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. When we come back, we'll go through some local things on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley. We'll touch base with some of the places, including Elgin Symphony Orchestra and others locally in the area. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, The Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the four-person race. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Spring training is just about to get underway. White Sox pitchers and catchers report today. For the Cubs, it's tomorrow. First full squad workout for the Sox on Sunday. For the Cubs, it'll be on Monday. Royals pitchers and catchers report to the Cactus League facility on Wednesday. First full team workouts is coming Monday. Cardinals pitchers and catchers will head to Florida. They're due to arrive on the 12th. That's this Thursday. Their first full team workout will be Monday. In the latest AP Top 25 men's basketball poll, Iowa State Cyclones up 2 spots to number 5. They're 21-2 on the season and play tonight on the road at TCU. Illinois dropped 3 spots to number 8 this week. The Illini 20-4 on the season. They had a 3-game winning streak snapped with an overtime loss at Michigan State. They play tonight a home game against the Wisconsin Badgers. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2000.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, partly sunny with a high near 43. This afternoon, temperatures will be around 38. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 38. Wednesday night brings partly cloudy skies with a low around 24. Currently, it's 44 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast to Coast right here on WRMN 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Newry with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Whether you're working third shift or you're just a night owl, catch the most listened to overnight talk radio program in North America, Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Each night, the Master of Disguise stalks the darkness, outwitting criminals with chilling certainty and supernatural suspense.
You really should believe in ghosts now, Commissioner. And in shadows.
Join the Shadows for classic radio drama filled with mystery, menace, and intrigue. Nightly from 10 to 10:30 p.m. Part of Late Night Radio here on WRMN. Welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, the voice of the valley, and the talk of the town. It is a beautiful sunny day outside today. We are in that afternoon time frame now as we hop out of the morning into the afternoon. We hope that you are enjoying this Blues Day Tuesday. It is a blue sky day outside today. Temperatures up to 46 as our high. Let's see what we currently are right now with those temperatures. 44 feels like 40 outside. So not too bad. Can't complain too much. You can wear a light jacket or maybe just a heavy sweater. You know, maybe you don't even need a jacket. There you go. So a high of 46 is in the forecast for today. A mixture of clouds and sun, giving way to some more cloudier skies in the afternoon, although I'm seeing it being pretty nice and sunny outside. Can't complain too much about that. Coming up for tonight, we're going to be seeing it dropping down to a low of 25 degrees. Partly cloudy skies are in that forecast. For Wednesday, we see a high of 38. Partly cloudy skies are going to be in that forecast. It drops down to 24 as our low. Clear skies are going to be in the evening, becoming partly cloudy overnight. Heading on into Thursday, a high of 39 is in that forecast, cloudy with a slight chance of a rain shower. It drops down to a low of 27 degrees. Coming up, that's for Thursday night. That's on the 12th. For Friday the 13th, we see a high of 48 degrees, some clouds in the morning, giving way to mainly sunny skies in the afternoon. Wind speeds are predicted to be at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. It drops down to a low of 27, mostly clear skies coming up for Friday night. Into Saturday, we see a high of 52, intervals of clouds and sunshine. It drops down to 33 as our low with partly cloudy skies in the evening and night. Wind speeds 5 to 10 miles per hour. We do see about a 25% chance of possibly some snow or freezing rain. A shower or two is possible early at about a 30 to 40% chance of rain for Sunday morning. High of 53 degrees is in that forecast. It drops down to 30 as our low, and a few clouds from time to time. That's for Sunday night. Monday rolls around, a high of 51, partly cloudy in the morning, giving way to some more cloudier skies during the afternoon. That new moon will be in its full presentation on, I do believe it's Monday. Yeah, Monday, although it is supposed to be overcast. Tuesday rolls around, we see a high of 56, almost reaching 60 degrees. That sounds pretty nice. I know Tammy will like that. We see a low of 44 degrees coming up. That will be a few clouds from time to time. That is for Tuesday night. So a high of 56 and a low of 44 degrees coming up. That's for next Tuesday, a week from today. If you want to check out more information on the weather, of course, you can find it easily on your phone, or maybe if you use, Siri or Alexa, any of those. And you can even say, hey, Alexa, play WRMN 1410 AM. It'll take you to the website and then through TuneIn. So that's very good. Maybe you just did it for someone, I don't know. But if that's the case, maybe you're already listening to it. I don't know. If you are listening, then we welcome you here to the show. Of course, thanks everyone for tuning in. Remember, we do have our Tradio segment coming up at 12:30. So if you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, feel free to reach out to us there. We've got our WRMN Tradio segment, which is every Monday through Thursday. And that's starting at 12:30. So if you have anything that you need to get rid of, if you're like, I don't need it anymore, I really don't, let me know. Let us know here at WRMN if you want to contact us through the text line, send pictures, or of course email us, or even call into the show during our 12:30 Tradio segment. I wanted to let you know on some information here. We have been announcing this, the Elgin Symphony Orchestra, for their Valentine's Day dinner. Well, it has officially been sold out. Yes, so they are all sold out there. I was curious about this today. I said, all right, I'm going to look and see how many tickets they have left under their program information. So I went to the website, elginsymphony.org, for the Valentine's Day dinner. I scrolled down and said, buy tickets. And then this message popped up where it said, not on sale. The item is not currently available for purchase, which means that they are all sold out already. And that's coming up. It's just in 5 days. If you count today, it's 5 days away. So they did sell those tickets, 200 each. I'm not quite sure how many tickets they had, but it looks like they are all sold out now. So congratulations. And for those of you who did purchase your tickets for the Valentine's Day dinner with the Elgin Symphony Orchestra, we hope you have a spectacular time. Feel free to call in after and let us know how your experience was too. We would love to hear from you. That's 847-931-1410. And that's at the Dunham Roads Riding Club that's in Wayne, Illinois. So congratulations to the folks who were able to get those tickets, because it looks like it's all sold out now. As of course, there was a little bit of a deadline. It was over the weekend was the deadline. Let's see some other things that are going on here too. If you want to cut your water use and save money, well, the city of Elgin does recommend. And actually, they're offering, at least Kane County is offering, rebates for residents who replace older toilets with EPA WaterSense certified models. A family of 4 can use nearly 900 gallons of water each week just from flushing. Switching to a WaterSense toilet then saves thousands of gallons each year, which helps to protect our region's water supply, and it also helps to lower your utility bill. It's a win-win for everyone. Kane County residents may qualify for up to $200 per toilet, plus installation costs for replacing high-volume toilets. Rebates are available also for up to 3 toilets per household on a first come, first served basis while those funds do last. So if you want to check this out, this is a post that was made 4 days ago by the city of Elgin. Eligible homes are built before 2006. Funding is very limited, so please make sure that you apply soon for this. And that you can find on their Facebook page. And it takes you to Conserve Water for Kane County. It goes through those steps on how to apply. So review all the requirements, complete the online application form, which you can find. There's a link to that, and then you can submit your application. So the contact information is there. I've got it up on the screen, and it's just kind of going through showing you exactly what to look for, what it's going to look like if you do fill out that form. Be sure to check eligibility before purchasing and installing a toilet too. Very important. So they do offer a detailed application checklist, frequently asked questions as well. And if you would prefer to speak to someone in person, you can always call Kane County's main office line at 630-584-6166. So that's the Illinois extension there. So feel free to check that out. That's in some more recent news here that you can find that's been posted by the Facebook page of the City of Elgin, Illinois government. You also might have gotten this in the mail too recently as well. Important information about Elgin's drinking water. They do send this out pretty regularly, just of course for new residents or people who maybe got it lost in the mail, but it does go through water quality sampling, important information about lead in your drinking water, health effects of lead, sources of lead, and then also steps that you can take to reduce your exposure to lead in water. So I recommend checking this out. And of course, you can call them for more information. Call 311 or visit elginil.gov/lead for more info on that. It is approaching 15 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, so stay tuned.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person. Complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Welcome, folks, back to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We've got about 10 minutes before we kick it off to about 11 minutes or so, actually, before we kick it off to our bottom of the hour news, and then we head on into our Tradio segment. You are listening to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, AM 1410, your trusted local radio station for news, talk, and entertainment. Along the way, we've got some local programming. You can find information posted on our website, WRMN1410.com, or tune in every day to know exactly what's going on. Now, during this segment, I wanted to discuss with you about biking and walking trails that you can find. Now, I know that the weather is a nice day outside today. We're going to be seeing it becoming even nicer eventually over the weekend. A little chance of some rain, but temperatures are rising almost close into 60 degrees. So we know it. Spring is a-coming. We're excited for it. I know many of you out there are too. You're getting ready to be done with this cold weather and continue on to maybe do some more fun activities, get active again, right? We're getting out of that hibernation season, and many folks out there want to start getting exercise. They want to start going outside and doing more walking and having more opportunities to enjoy it without having to be super chilly, right? And so these are some great trails that you can go to, and I want to talk about some of them, but more so on how to find them. Now, of course, being in the Fox River Valley area, there are lots and lots of different trails that you can go on to. And I want to share with you, City of Elgin has a particular section on their website. It's under their community section, recreation, and it's parks and recreation. So they have a whole list there, and you can find them under their parks and recreation section on their website. But if you are looking for biking and walking, there is a Fox River Trail. Now, this is a 35-mile paved trail, and what it does is it runs from Algonquin down to Aurora. It's staying close to the Fox River. It offers beautiful vistas, as well as rest areas too. So you don't have to necessarily go about it alone, in which you have to rest on the grass or on the sideline line there without any proper seating. They have some nice vistas and rest areas. Along the way, you can also visit Walton Island, Tyler Creek Forest Preserve, Voyagers Landing, which features a 2,000 shoreline with excellent fishing opportunities. It's a 2,000-foot shoreline with excellent fishing opportunities. Or if you have young children with you, there are playgrounds around the area too. Festival Park just around the corner is a great place to go to. I've been going there since, well, I haven't been in a long time, but I used to go when I was a little kid. So if you do want to find those different bike paths, you can visit Fox River Bike Trail website or the Kane County Forest Preserve website too. They've got a whole list that's available. The Fox River Bike Trail is also linked to Explore Elgin area, so you can find that also on their website there. If you are planning a trip, they do offer a map. Now, if you're looking for the best routes to go to, there is a bike map that you can visit on this website. It's the Elgin's Document Center Elgin area map. Now, this map is really good to look at because it'll tell you exactly where these different things are. So if you're looking for specific bike route pathways, what are the ones that are most comfortable, moderately comfortable, and least comfortable? They actually have a bike route rating on there. So all you have to do is you can even download it for yourself, and you can zoom up specifically on what are some of the paths that you're looking for. Burnage Forest Preserve is one that my brother and I always like to go to take our dog out for his walk because he will not go in our neighborhood. They've got a list of some different rules to bike safely, which is good to take a look at. There's also bicycle riding in Elgin. There's a lot of different groups out there, of course. We've talked about many of them before here on WRMN. So if you want to view all of that, that's available on this elginil.gov map. And again, you can download it for yourself too, and even share it with folks as well. So it does tell you a bit about their bicycling resource guide. So it tells where you can find those specific sources, advocacy and education, state of Illinois, Kane County, Cook County as well. So all good things to take a look at if you're trying to find where are those specific routes and those maps. And they do have it on page 2. Also, they have their on-street bicycling, so where you can find that. Elgin and Illinois law recognizes cyclists have the right to use most roads. Along this right comes the responsibility to obey the same laws and as other drivers too. So they have some of those tips on there as well, so you can find that. That's also posted on this particular page. If you want to look for just in general the best routes to go to, there's a website called Komoot. That's Komoot, Komoot. And this is a good site to check out really any forest preserves that might be in the area or specific routes. So if you are, again, in the Fox River Valley area and you want to see what are some of those routes that you can go to along the Fox River, it does tell you that. It also will tell you where are some of those hot spots to enjoy some of those natural scenes. That includes those different gardens as well. So there's the Clem Arboretum and Botanic Garden. There's also Anderson Japanese Gardens. We've talked about them before. They used to be on the show here back in the day. There's a couple other ones that you can go to. Pierce Lake, Rock Cut State Park, just a whole list of ones that you can find. There's different forest preserves. So depending on where you're going, and this can kind of just apply to anywhere too, but especially if you're in the Fox River Valley area, you can find all of those ones that are featured, some really popular ones. Crystal Lake, of course, that's the actual Crystal Lake, the lake itself. McHenry County Prairie Trail, Wooden Bridge over Fox River. I mean, there's a whole list of ones that are available too that you can find, and that's at komoot.com. That's where you can go to. You can also find local clubs and advocacy organizations. Now, this is really great to be a part of if it's something that you want to put on your living list, as Shauna White says, of Cruises International, on your living list, and you want to do it locally. These are great opportunities to do so. Elgin Community Bikes is one of them. We've talked about them before. They offer their Moon Ride monthly bicycling, midnight moon rides that they have. And that's especially during when the weather is a little bit nicer. It's a little bit warmer too, which will be coming up soon. So they're a non-for-profit organization. They use bike riding to make Elgin a healthier, happier, and more equitable community. They run free community bike rides to help to connect with people and one another too. So please feel free to check them out. They also do offer goals. They're working with the community for streets that are safe. So check out all of that information and more. You can find that. That's at elgincommunitybikes.org. That's their website to go to. There's also another one called the Illinois Prairie Path. They're a non-for-profit corporation. They're dedicated to promoting and conserving the area of the Illinois areas. So you can find them there too. They've been celebrating 60 plus years. So that's fantastic. They offer their mission, tutorials, videos, and more. And again, it does tell it does show their interactive map that's available also on their website. So it's a great way to get involved. There's also Ride Illinois, which is another one that you can check out too. Fox Valley Bicycle and Ski Club started back in 1968. They have information on them too if you are trying to connect with like-minded people through cycling and winter sports. And they've been doing it since 1968. So they're coming up to, 60 years. They're coming up to 60 years there pretty soon in just a couple years. They're 58 years now. All levels are welcome when it comes to sports. Participate in year-round activities suited to your goals and abilities. You can learn safe bicycle handling and group riding skills too, so definitely check them out. Great to be social with others and explore the world around you, even in your local community. It's a great way to share your experiences with others and check out something new if you've never done it before. There's also some other ones out there too, Pedestrian and Bicycle Information Center and more. So don't miss out on these great opportunities to check them out. And again, definitely honing in on that Elgin area bike map is really good to take a look at because you can find all of those different paths that you might be looking for, specifically when it comes to exploring Elgin on two wheels, as they say. So they have some of those most comfortable, the actual pathways. They have one right across where South Elgin High School is along the Fox River. So if you're looking for ones that are just really kitty-cornered to them, they have them, those bike paths, or many others that are available around the area too. Of course, also, there is the bike path that you can find on the side of the road that's painted green right along Highland Avenue. You're familiar with that. They added that a couple years ago now into the city of Elgin. That does span a little bit of a further way too. So that's also a way that you can do some bike riding also. Again, great way to get active. You don't want to miss out on these great opportunities to do bicycling. And hey, maybe you have a bicycle that you are looking for in particular, or you're looking to get rid of or sell. That's where our Tradio segment comes in, which is coming up next in just a little bit. So always like to keep you in tune with those good things. We'll talk more as the months go by and when the weather gets a little bit nicer, more on those different parks that you can go to. We'll even pinpoint some specific parks. Burnage Woods is one that I said before, it's something that I like to go to with my brother and my dog Duncan, especially when the weather gets nicer, because he needs to get his walks in and he's not. He's a little picky when it comes to it, but that's because people in our neighborhood have been shooting off those darn fireworks, and that's what happens. So it's not good. They haven't been doing it in a while, but just our luck. Every time we try to get them outside, it always seems like that, or there's motorcycles that are driving by pretty fast. So stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Up next, we have our Tradio segment, and then from there, we continue on talking more about what's happening locally in your local community. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for Comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the four-person race. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 44. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny skies with a high near 39. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 24. Currently, it's 46 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. As always, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. And up next, we have our Tradio segment. So if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now's the time to call in here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410, and that's 1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. That is a quote from our very late West Side Freddy, who's watching down on us. I know he is. Him and George both. That does also remind me, too, of course, George's Celebration of Life will be coming up here. That will be on February 18th. That is going to be from 5 until 8 o'clock. This is at the American Legion, Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street. It includes spaghetti dinner and a donation box for his family, too. So it's George Rollinson's Celebration of Life. Please come out to the event. I'm going to be out there. Our whole WRMN family is going to be out there, too. We hope to see you and share your stories. That's so important. Share the love and life that he had and the impact that he made in the community in so many different ways, too. It's really cool that we can all come together and to share those experiences as well and how he was. So that's fantastic. Please come out to the event. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be doing something special, WRMN is, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up on February 18th. We encourage you spread the word about it too. Let's go through our Tradio segment here. We have only a couple Tradio callers. We haven't been getting much. I'm thinking, though, that it's going to start to, I wouldn't say pile up, maybe, but we're going to start to see more people, I think, call in, especially once the weather does get nicer, once it gets to be in the 50s and the 60s and comes around. The flea market season and toy shows are coming around, too. I'm so excited for all of that. Even if I just do window shopping, too, I usually do get at least one thing, even if it's just something a little small. And this year I'm really looking for maybe some more jewelry pieces. And maybe if I'm lucky, I can invest in some actual gold pieces. I'm still trying to work on that a little bit, do some research on, just because I mentioned this yesterday, just because something says it's 18 karat on there doesn't mean it is. Some of them are not actually. So get those testers if you can. I have my own testing kit at home with a little scale, and then you rub it on the rock, and then you put the tester on it and see if it reacts to it or not. And there you go. Or you can go to a professional too. But anyway, let's talk more about who has recently called in. We have a Tradio caller from Elmhurst. He has a lovely 2009 Toyota Corolla. It's a Model S car for sale. It's a 5-speed manual transmission, and it's in great condition too. So you can reach out to him. The asking price is $5,000 or best offer. And that number to dial is 312-296-4223. That's 312-296-4223. We do have a caller on hold here. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
You're hard man to reach today, my friend.
Am I really?
Yeah, I know. I called a couple times, but anyway.
You did? Oh, goodness. I apologize.
I'm catching up on your last couple segments there. So, you mentioned bicycles, bike paths, and so forth. Who's your bicycle guy, right? But anyway, a good friend of mine owns a business called Village Cycle Sport, and they have a shop in Palatine and Barrington. Ask for Joe; he's the owner. Tell him Greg sent you, and I'll tell you, such an honest and caring guy, most genuine. If you need any parts, bicycles, or repairs, he does a lot of charity work too, by the way. So I was just going to say he collects bikes and donates them to various organizations.
That's
so,
great. I'm going to get him on the air here. I would love to talk to him.
Oh, he's a very close personal friend. I'll mention that to him.
Nice.
I'll ask him to reach out to you.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So this was the big news. I saw it on the news today. Maybe I'm a day late in your book, but this is your foodie fatty calling, the foodie fatty update.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Did you know that Stan's Donuts is joined with Fannie Mae, and they're going to make a Trinidad donut coming out tomorrow?
Really? All right, a Trinidad donut. I got to look this up.
Do you know what a Trinidad is? Fannie Mae? Oh, everybody! I thought everybody in the world loves them. It's like a little chocolate candy. It's like dark chocolate cream in the middle, and then it's dipped in white chocolate.
Oh, yes, I know what you. Yeah, those are good. Yeah, I like those.
I thought everybody loves them, but anyway, it's only starting tomorrow through March 10th. They're going to have Stan's. I thought I heard on the news that both Stan's Donuts and Fannie Mae are going to have them in stock, but it's only through March 10th.
Okay, so that's March 10th is my birthday, so I better get it before my birthday.
Yeah, so it's like this chocolate big cluster of donut dough with it looked in the picture like a huge pocket of chocolate, dark chocolate or chocolate cream, and then the whole thing's dipped in white chocolate.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find the picture here. I'm looking on.
I'm not online, so I can't help you there, but
I'm going to have to look.
I'm listening to my vintage, Steve Thorne would love this. I have a vintage Zenith chairside radio. I'm in my family room downstairs, going to hop on the exercise bike listening to you. I only listen to you old school, man.
Oh, hey, that's all right.
Well,
that's why we're here.
Most of the time. So.
Very cool. All right, awesome. Well, I'm going to have to look more into Stan's Donuts with the Trinidad donut, and then I'll also reach out to your buddy Joe there from Village Cycle Sport.
I believe it's 344-0049 might be his. Never mind. I'll get the number and get it to you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Greg calling in here, and you know it. He's looking for those bicycles. Of course, we're talking about bicycles today, different bike paths to go to because the weather's getting nicer. And he's looking for them 1800s to the 70s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. They can be in any condition. He's also looking for those vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and diver-style watches. What's the watch I have on today? I have a Gruen Swiss watch, and it does not work, but I wear it for style. It's a cute little one. Yeah, I do wear them sometimes just for style, which I know Greg, I think, does too. He's a collector, not a dealer. He'll pay a fair price on those for you folks. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, the old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. He's looking for the old racing go-karts. He's also looking to add extra pieces for a Schuco Disney monorail toy. They're pretty nice. And then he's got a son that's also looking for Pokemon cards. He still has for sale that Schwinn Goose Island 312 bicycle for any of the bicyclists out there. Runs good for $99. Pretty good price on a nice bike like that during this season or the upcoming season. He also has that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker in the color ivory for $425. He's selling a Lionel Pioneer Zephyr in great condition with the shiny chrome on it. It's about 4 feet long. And then he's got a Bailey blue hat for sale, extra large in size, comes with the box. A nice blue color. Very rich indeed. You'll stand out no matter where you are. Even in a crowd of 1,000 people, you'll stand out with this blue hat on. So reach out to him today for more information. And that is 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. We have another caller waiting patiently on hold here. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, ma'am. I have a lot of furniture, and I live in Hampshire, and I have to sell everything. Everything is like new, in excellent condition, but I would take any offers if anybody wants to come look at anything, because I have to sell it as soon as possible. So if anybody wants to come, they have to let me know, and I could meet them out there whenever they want to come. I have furniture. I have 2 sofas. One is brand new with a chair. I have a dining room table with a hutch. Too many things to mention. A lot of dishes that haven't even been opened. I just can't mention everything. There's just too much. I have a TV, appliances, washer and dryer. You name it, I have it. But I really need to get rid of this stuff as soon as possible because I'm trying to sell my house and I have to go someplace with it. So if anybody is interested, please give me a call, but they have to tell me who they are when they call because I get so many unwanted calls. They can call 2 numbers. One is 847-502-4612. That's my cell phone. My sister's landline is 847-695-9881. Please, if anybody is in need of anything, please give me a call. I'm in need of money very bad right now. I will take any reasonable offers, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, hon. So that's all I have. I've been trying to get rid of it, and I wanted to have an estate sale, but I can't seem to line up anybody to help me have any kind of sale, and I know the weather is getting better, but it has to be better to have like a garage sale. Yeah. I don't get no calls at all, but I really need to get rid of this stuff. Okay?
Absolutely. We'll make sure to do that.
Okay, and if I'm not on the line every day, could you continue to advertise it for me?
Absolutely, I'll do that for you.
All right, hon. I really, really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in again.
Okay, hon.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, the poor woman. She's called in before. She called in last year about this, too. So if anyone is interested, again, she's looking to sell it. She has to sell her house, and so she's got a lot of things as well, too. Lots of furniture for sale. And she's located in Hampshire, so not too far away, really, especially if depending on where you are, of course, but it's really not too far away. I would say the drive is not bad at all. And she's got everything that's like new. She'll take any offers, really. She's got 2 sofas. She's got dining room table. She's got dishes, TV, appliances, washer and dryer. Call and tell her who you are. And feel free to reach out to her. She's got her cell phone number, and then she also has her landline too. So her cell phone number is 847-502-4612. Again, that's her cell phone number. That's 847-502-4612. And then she also does have her landline number as well, which is 847-695-9881. That's 847-695-9881 is that number to dial. So again, her cell phone number, I'll repeat it again for you. That's 847-502-4612. Or you can also contact her landline. That's 847-695-9881. The time is 47 past the hour. We'll take our final time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Hi there, Tammy Scully here from Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. Join me and my sidekicks, Nancy and Becky, for valuable lifestyle tips and unique views and insights on interesting topics and everyday situations, providing nonstop fun and chuckles for all. Get the scoop on consumer news, deep dive on current events, and learn about the newest economic trends, from exercise and gardening to music, travel, recipes, sports, pets, real estate, media, and everything in between. And it's all sprinkled with a healthy helping of bad dad jokes and interesting fun facts to boot. Tune in Mondays through Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. for a little fun, frolic, and infotainment. Join us, won't you?
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We still have a little bit of time left here. We got some things to talk about. What are some things coming up here? And we want to keep you in tune with all of that on WRMN. So let's talk about some of them. What's going on here? Well, the Elgin Township Government Triad recently posted. Elgin Township Triad has their Thursday, February 19th event, and there is still time to RSVP. This was recently posted by Dementia Friendly Elgin Area and Sherry Aschenbrenner. So you still have time for the Elgin Township Triad's first 2026 event, held on Thursday, February 19th. It's the last day to RSVP, which will be on the 13th. That's on the 13th of February. So again, check out more information. It's a complimentary lunch at 12 noon. Must RSVP by January 13th. It's going to be from 10 until 11. That's going to be at the lower level location at 729 South McLean Boulevard. Now, the speaker will be Courtney Hederman from Old Tricks to New Treats, and also 2026 top scams will be discussed. Old frauds don't disappear. They become more sophisticated. So this is how you'll be able to learn how to protect yourself. This includes also understanding your utility bills, energy choices, solar options, and emergency efficiency programs that help those consumers, including yourself, to save energy and money. So complimentary lunch will be at 12 noon. It's starting January 4th, but again, the official date is the 19th. The last day to RSVP is on the 13th. So if you want to, you can call the Elgin Township at 847-741-2045 for more information if you'd like to reach out to them today. But that is coming up. It's coming up soon. And again, there is still time. The program does begin at 10 o'clock with a CUB representative, a CUB representative speaking on understanding your utility bills. So feel free to call them for more information. But that's recently been posted by the Elgin Township, Dementia Friendly Elgin by Sherry Aschenbrenner. So I just wanted to let you know about that, of course. And you can tune into Sherry's Senior Moments that will be coming up in just a couple days. Let's see some other things that are also coming up here, too, in the Fox River Valley area. If you are looking for different fun job fairs to go to, there is a website that you can go to that many of us know about. It's the Illinois Department of Employment Security. That's IDES. And you can go onto their website at ides.illinois.gov and find them under their resource center, under their calendar. It does tell you all the different job fairs that are coming up. If you're looking for one in particular, they've got a whole list available via the days, the months, and the weeks. So if you're looking at it for per month, they have a whole calendar list there that you can find. If you happen to live in Woodstock on the 25th of February, they have one at 9 a.m. This is an on-site recruitment event with Manpower. So it's their McHenry County Workforce Network inviting you to this event. So you can find all of it within the Fox River Valley and beyond, really just all in Illinois is really what it is. But you can even customize it to the way that you would like to see it. They've got the whole calendar list there to see all of those different upcoming events when it comes to those job fairs. So feel free to check that out too. Another one that is also coming up here too, Huntley Area Chamber Job Fair will be coming soon. This is going to be in partnership with Huntley High School. They're hosting the Huntley Area Chamber Job Fair on Thursday, February 19th, and that is at Huntley High School. It's from 10 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Chamber members, if you're a member of the Huntley Area Chamber of Commerce, you can register. There's a link available on this particular posting on their Facebook page, and that way you can get yourself a time to reserve a booth and connect with motivated students that are looking for work. Students, mark your calendars and take advantage of this opportunity to find seasonal, part-time, and possible full-time jobs in Huntley and around the area. And for parents, remind your students about this incredible opportunity and a chance for them to connect with local businesses and explore those job opportunities that are available close to home. So that's coming up. That was recently posted by the Huntley Area Chamber of Commerce. Also under job fairs for Elgin Community College, you can also find their spring job fair, which will be on Wednesday, April 22nd. So I know it's a couple months away from now, but if you want to join in, there's still time for employer registration. It's open now, so you can find it. It's on their website, elgin.edu. It's under the workforce development. They have that available, and it's still going on now where you can participate in that. But there is a deadline for that too, so just wanted to put that out there. The job fair will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. That'll be in April, is where you can find that. And if you need help with your resume, they also do offer workshops. Or you can also contact their department there, 847-214-7454. That's Building F is where they're located. So again, that's under Hire Spartans. That's on their page. They're supporting job seekers and employers online and also in person too. So lots of good things. And then finally, before we go to break here, the Elgin Police Department recently posted, "Proud to serve Elgin. Meet your afternoon shift officers. Keep our community safe, one day at a time." And of course, we have a lovely, nice, heartfelt comment from our very own Dean DeLaley saying, quote, "I take my hat off to each one of you officers. In today's world, this is not an easy calling. When you put yourself many times in harm's way, that's not a job. It's truly a calling. So God bless each of you." Very well said, Dino. Thank you so much. I noticed that comment when I was looking at this post, that you were at the top of the page there. So very nice. That's fantastic. So again, check out more information on the Elgin Police Department. Don't forget to join us every Friday for Fridays with the Finest with Chief Anna Lally and guests as well too, guests multiple at times. So please feel free to support them, of course, for all that they do for the community. That's cityofelgin.org and the Elgin Police Department. Also for all the first responders out there as well, too. We always want to say thank you. And before I go, if you are looking for Black History Month events, there's tons that are coming up in the area that are happening right now. So we'll talk about some of that later into the week. But stay tuned for more. This does wrap it up for Out to Lunch. We hope you have a wonderful day. And if anything,